Okay, well, hi everybody. Welcome to the TNT Plus. We have a sister line joining us today, and I meant to ask you, Kristen, what is the name of your team? Y'all have a team name?
I just call it Team Hodges for now.
Team Hodges. Okay, we are uh, tonight. Our presenters are me, then our sister leg, Kristen Hodges, and her team Hodges. She's a senior gold, and my trusty sidekick, Trila Cook, she's a senior gold also. So you're going to have three giving you input today. First, really quick, I want to welcome our newest ambassadors, and then we're going to jump into our Leaders Retreat recap, and all three of us were actually there, so you're going to get some firsthand knowledge of what actually happened. But before we get started, I want to welcome Kay Adams, Mary Johnson, Micah Susla, Kim Yonkers, Carol Phillips, and Bernae Greenman. But I believe that's a couple. So who is it, Trila? Bernae and that's not your.
I,
I thought that was your.
I don't think that's. Did I get a new one?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was on the 18th. I thought it was a couple. Anyway, okay, so first of all, we cannot tell you guys how much fun we had. And we're just going to skim the surface of what all happened at Leaders Retreat. And we're going to have some additional meetings where we're going to go back over and touch more in depth some of the information that we gathered. But first and foremost, guys, oh my gosh, it was, everything about it was the happiest place on earth. I know that Trila and I went to Disney World, and we just had an amazing time. Kristen's family is from there, so she gets to go there a lot, but I know that she had an amazing time visiting with her family. And y'all, it truly is a reward for your hard work throughout the whole year. So you are just showered with love from the minute you get there till the minute you leave. So we're going to touch on a couple of the high points of what we learned at Leaders Retreat. If I can get it to go. So first of all, the very first night was the amazing Havana party. And boy, howdy, did we rock it. They always bring the best band. I don't know I don't know if it's the same band every single party, but I'm telling you, they are so stinking good that you don't want to sit down. And so the very first night was the welcome reception. They actually had two parties going on. They had one inside, they had one outside. The food was amazing. I didn't know I loved Cuban food, but apparently I do. So they gave us all these cute hats. It was just so much fun, and just made you really feel like you were actually in Havana. That's one of my favorite things about Plex is they can throw a party. So the first thing they announced to us on our first session was that Plexus is going to Canada. And now we've always shipped to Canada, but we haven't shipped everything to Canada. And the shipping fees to Canada were pretty pricey. There were some other issues with Canada. Plexus has gone all the way with moving us into Canada. We have a general manager in Canada. We have an office in Canada. They're going to ship from Canada. So if you order in Canada, they're going to ship from Canada. That's going to take away a lot of the problems that they had with going across the border. They're also going to do a tour of Canada. They're going to visit these 6 cities. Now, Canada is going to launch in Q1 of 2018. So here's the deal. We've got, 10 weeks, about, I don't know, maybe less, 9 weeks, that what we can start doing is messaging and talking to all our friends. Who do you know in Canada? Who do you know in Canada? We want to be boots on the ground when Canada launches, because y'all, it's wide open territory. I think at Leaders Retreat, for the shopping spree, there are only 2 girls from Canada that won the shopping spree. There were not very many ambassadors there from Canada. So if you know anybody that knows anybody in Canada, you need to be calling them and talking to them. This is going to be huge. It's going to be monumental. So you want to get your boots on the ground ASAP. Get those people to start building their list. And guys, you can have some fast start goals. Easy. Okay, this was one of my favorite sessions that they did. Alec Clark, and I don't know if you've never seen Alec speak. Well, he's just, bless his heart. He's just sweet. He's sweet. He has trouble with words sometimes. So, like, I think the word successful came out as sexual at one point, or, you know, and it happens all the time. It happened at convention. You know, there was something about the word balls. I don't know. But Alec Clark is one of the most humble, sweetest men you will ever meet. And he is the one who has coined our phrase, if you're blessed, be a blessing. And he spent some time going over his philosophy of how to be happy, centered, and successful. And I just loved every one of them. Don't make exceptions to your standards. Y'all, you know, this is how I raise my kids. If you don't set your expectations at this level, they'll never reach it. They're going to fall short. So the higher you set your expectations, you know, the higher your kids are going to rise. That's how I set my expectations. I expect myself to be successful. I don't lower my standards. I'm going to get up and I'm going to work my business every single day. And, you know, I was thinking the other day, I left my job in July, and yesterday was the first day I've taken a nap since I left my job. And that was because we drove, 15 straight hours. But anyway, y'all, don't lower your standards. Don't make exceptions for your standards. If it's not to your standard, then you know what? You may have to bless and release. This was my number 2, smile. Y'all, if you know me, I'm quick to smile. I am so quick to smile. And he challenged us to look at 5 people and smile at them. And y'all, you know, the person you smile at may be the only person that you may be the only person that smiled at that person all day. And a smile is free. And a smile changes everything. And, you know, when I worked in corporate America, people would say to me, "How are you doing today, Terry?" And I'd say, "I am beyond great." That was always my answer. I'm beyond great. Because you know what? If you say it, and you will believe it, and you will live it. So smile all the time. He talked about being disciplined, and y'all, this is huge. It's pretty easy to just say to yourself, "Well, I just want to go in there and watch TV," or "I would rather, you know, not go to that meeting or not attend that meeting or something." But y'all, you can't. You have to be disciplined. You have to follow up with your customers. You have to go back and check on your ambassadors, because as soon as you stop feeding into them, they'll quit. You know, the majority of ambassadors need your love. So be disciplined. Go back. Check your customer list. If you need help with that, let me know, because I am not great at following up, but I am figuring out a way to do it. He talked about living the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. That's pretty simple. I mean, that's really, really simple. You know, treat your ambassadors the way you want to be treated. Treat your customers the way you want to be treated. You know, nobody likes bad customer service. You know, we had one lady that was fixing us stuff while we were on our trip, and I came to the conclusion she's the most miserable person on this earth. And it wasn't that she said anything, it was the look on her face, it was the way she acted, her body movement, and I thought to myself, bless her heart, you know. So anyway, treat people the way you want to be treated, and I promise you, you're gonna be rewarded tenfold. This is huge. Don't complain. First of all, complaining does nothing. It changes nothing. If you aren't part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So if you've spent 15 minutes complaining about something, you could have spent 15 minutes reaching out to new people. So stop wasting your time. And I get it. We all need to vent. We all need to get it off our chest. But really and truly, if your complaint isn't going to change anything, just let it go. Just let it go. Number 6, keep learning. Y'all know me. Oh my gosh, the books. Self-development. And I'm telling you, if you are not learning, you're falling behind. You've got to keep learning. I just can't even express to you how that totally, my decision to give up romance novels for sex, see, Alec, thanks, for self-development turned my business around. I declared that I would not read a romance novel until I became Emerald, and I have not read one, but believe me, I am a completely different person than I was when I first started doing that. And praise the Lord for that. I mean, honestly, I'm a much better person, and I have a long way to go. But I know for a fact that I will continue to learn until they close the casket. Okay, look up. So this is what he talked about, and this is huge. Okay, if y'all know me, this makes me so mad. I love my phone. I love my phone. It's a great tool. It'll save me. It's taught me. I can work my business from it. But let me tell you something. If you're at a dinner with people, if you're in a conversation with people, if you are visiting with people and you are looking at your phone, if you're nursing your baby, if you are at the playground with your kids, you are losing out. You have got to look up. And while this can help you build a business, this is not going to build a relationship. So you've got to put the phone down. You've got to look people in the eye. You've got to show that you love them, that you care about them, that you want them on their team. And when you're done looking up at them, he said, you need to look up a little higher. And I believe that 100%. Because you cannot do this without a lot of Jesus. I'm just telling you. You gotta have it. So stop just staring at your phone. If you talk to somebody and you say, hey, let's meet for coffee, I'm gonna share this, and you don't do anything but look at your phone, you've told them exactly how much they matter to you. 0. So look up. Okay, set goals, write them down. Y'all have heard me say it a bazillion times. A bazillion times. Write them, set them. You've got to write them, okay? It doesn't matter. I don't care if you say to me, okay, Terry, well, this month I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. If you're not writing them, and you're not looking at them every single day, I'm telling you, you don't even know what your goals were from the first of the month. So write them down. Here's my annual, here's my monthly. And y'all, this month is not looking so bad. And I had a week off. So be there. Get them done. Write them down. Keep them in front of your face. Carry them everywhere you go. Okay, be humble. I love that. I think that's kind of hard sometimes for some of us. I have a pretty big ego. Most of y'all know me. I'm extremely confident. That sometimes comes off wrong. But I got to tell you, when the going gets tough, I'm going to get right down there with you, and it is humbling when people come up to you at Leaders Retreat or convention and they say to you, oh my gosh, I follow you, or I watched your video and I just think you're amazing. Y'all, that's pretty humbling, because here's a perfect stranger that you've never met whom you have touched their life. So you better keep your feet on the ground and know that you are just like everybody else. You know, I mean, I've had those days when I didn't have enough money to buy groceries. I'm no different. And you know what? And that could happen again tomorrow. So you need to stay humble. And his last but not least, if you're blessed, be a blessing, serve others. So, just like somebody comment on one of my comments today that she was already an ambassador, but that she couldn't afford the products anymore and that she had to quit. And I immediately wrote, if I can help you, just let me know. So we're one plexus. We have to serve others. We have to serve others. You know, we've got a whole lot of people in this world that need our help. Okay, so that was so nice to hear him speak because he is so humble and he is so sweet and down to earth and just the kind of guy that you would want to have as a friend. So let's talk about Super Saturday. They announced the cities for Super Saturday. It is January the 6th. And I'm not sure about the times. That'll come out later. But the majority of our team is in Dallas, so that's great, and Little Rock. If people want to come and stay with me, you are more than welcome to. I will say this about Super Saturday. Do not hesitate to register. The minute they open it, you'd better be registering because it fills up fast. But they announced something that's pretty exciting about Super Saturday, and here it is. They're going to live stream it. So if you are someplace that you cannot get to Super Saturday, first of all, go. If you can, if there's any way that you can go, and I've got lots of extra bedrooms, y'all come stay with me. If you can go at all, you need to go because you need to be with your friends and you need to be with your team and you need to see what they do live. But if you cannot, how about a live stream? You can sit there in your pajamas and watch it, or if the weather's bad, because sometimes in January it is. So that's pretty exciting. So make sure you've got that on your calendar, January the 6th. Okay, John Maxwell was our first guest speaker, and I just have to tell y'all that I just wanted to go up to him and say, will you come to my house? Will you just come to my house and have dinner? Just hang out with us. I mean, if you have not read his books, that is one of the things that will help you build your business. Okay? I read one of the first books I read, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, and it helped me so much. He did his session on the 5 levels of leadership, and we took some pretty detailed notes on this. And we are going to do a separate leadership meeting Zoom on this because it's too much information to go into at one time. Now, one of the things he shared with us is that he is rewriting the Developing the Leader Within You. And basically he told us that if you read it before, 89% of it is no longer true. So that's what he told us. So 2.0 will be coming out, I think, in January or February. So I hope that all of you will do 2 things. One, that you will join us when we do have our leadership call and we go over the 5 levels of leadership. And 2, that you will start reading his books. Y'all, he is incredible. He's down to earth. He's insightful. He gets that things are changing. He talked about what was happening when we started this call has totally changed. That's how fast social media, that's how fast the world of business, that's how fast our world is changing. So while he gets all of that, he gets it. So we will have a separate call on that to be determined later. But I definitely want to make sure that if you have not read all of his books, that you start that immediately. Okay, so each of us picked our favorite quote. And I'm gonna talk first, and then I'm gonna let Kristen or Trila and then Kristen talk about their favorite quotes. One of the things he said is, no one wants to be on a losing team. Nobody wants to be on a losing team. You want to be picked. You want to go to the winning team. So if you want people to join your team, are you representing a winning team? Are you representing a team? Are you putting it out there that you have a team? We don't ask that you do your own team calls. We don't ask that you do your own team pages or anything like that. But as a person, what's your branding like? What are you putting out there? Are you putting out there that you're fun, that you are doing fun things? Are you putting out there that you're a winner? And y'all, it's not that hard to do. I mean, I know it's harder for some, but I'm telling you, if you get creative, if you look at life maybe through a child's eyes, or look at life a little differently, I'm telling you, you can find a lot of winning things in your life, and you can put that brand out there, and people will want to be on your team. Okay, Trila, you want to talk about your favorite quote? Uh-oh.
Sure. No, I had to mute myself because Laura's TV is pretty loud. One of the things that spoke to me was he shared this quote: leaders develop daily, not overnight. That just because you become a certain rank, you reach a certain rank, doesn't mean you have attained that rank of leadership. That it is a long process, and you must learn daily and keep changing. He equated it to being a crock pot instead of a microwave. And I don't know about you, but I hate microwave dinners, and I love using the crock pot. I love using that and fixing good meals for my family. And that's kind of changed my focus on leading. And I am going to become a daily learner as far as leadership and leadership skills go. So.
Thanks, Trila. And that kind of goes back to, and he talks about this, the first irrefutable law of leadership is the lid. And I have talked to you guys a couple times about, you can't just be working on the level you're at. You have to be working on the level you want to be at, or the level you're going to be at. So just because you're a gold or a senior gold, now you need to start working towards, how am I going to be as a Ruby? And for me as a Ruby, how am I going to be as a senior Ruby and an Emerald? So that's why we say, y'all, you've got to keep learning every day. You've got to keep developing yourself. Thanks, Trila. Okay, Kristen?
I really liked when he said that we need to go out and seek out people who are already successful and already winners. And he said, you won't generally get the best results from people who seek you out and come to find you, that we have to get out of our bubble and look for people who are winning and successful and go find them. And those are generally people that may not necessarily want what we have to offer, but we can step outside of our comfort zone. And, what's that, the chicken list that people make, or these are the people that they really, really, really want, but they're a little bit afraid to contact them. Those are going to be the people that usually yield the best results for you.
And that goes back to the two things. Look up. Okay, so those are the people that you look up to. Those are probably maybe bosses or in the professional world. Those are the people that you have already decided will say no to you. And you've got to get out of your bubble and get rid of the chicken list and go for it. Because successful people, they love success. And they're gonna, you know, if you approach them the right way, they're gonna listen to you. And they may not be interested, but you know what successful people do is they turn on other successful people to other things. So, you know, I had a woman that I just thought would say no, no, no. And finally I got up the guts and she said, yes, yes, yes. So don't be afraid. You go for winners. Nobody wants to be on a losing team, so go for winners. Thank you, Kristen. Okay, one of the things that is just so amazing about Plexus is that they give back. And we had this awesome fun run. Well, some of us missed it because, well, anyway, we went to Disney World. But Plexus, I cannot tell y'all, if you watch, you'll get emails whenever anything goes wrong. You know, they gave back so much money for the hurricane. They were giving tons of money back for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They've done a lot in the Phoenix area, and that is something about this company. I think you're going to see more and more of Plexus giving back to society. And I'm going to tell y'all, I know for a fact that the ambassadors that lived in the flood area were contacted directly by Plexus, and Plexus helped them. And I know that Plexus is sending a crew down to the Houston area, I believe, maybe next week. So, y'all, this is a great company to work for. You know, their values and how much they care about people are to me, bar none. I just couldn't be more proud to be part of them. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to our scientist, Trila.
I don't know about scientists, but I'm real excited about this, that Plexus has once again seen a need out in our community, seen a need in the health world, and addressed it. Hit it smack dab right on bullseye. Y'all, they reformulated the X Factor for kids, the chewable one. It is a different flavor. So I know I had quite a few people who said their kids wouldn't take the other one. They might take this one. You know, it's definitely worth a try. Terry did a tasting with her grandson today, and he said he liked the other one better. So, you know, you just never know. Everybody's tastes are different. But let's talk about this. Okay. Not only did Plexus vamp up the multivitamin part of the X Factor for kids, but they added in a probiotic. And they didn't just add in like Lactobacillus acidophilus, which is the most common probiotic for kids, but they also put in the BioBifidum, which is the one that targets gut. So I was really, really amazed. Look at the benefits, first of all. Look at the benefits. This vitamin helps with growth and development, with immune system, with brain function, and with gut support. She mentions a statistic about kids performing better in school when they take a multivitamin, or gave some statistic. I did not write that down, and I looked for it today, but I could not find it. It's not in the information that they handed out, and I'll talk more about this later. It helps with mental and physical energy, vision, and eye support, and bone and muscle support. Look at all of those. Look at all of those vitamins. I mean, amazing. The other thing that's amazing is that it is bioavailable. They took their time and they used the best quality products that can be actually absorbed by our little kids' bodies. And they used the mentholated form of folate. Guys, this is huge. So many people have that MTHFR, whatever, however that goes. I might say it wrong. Gene, and who knows how many of our little kids have that? And that means that they cannot absorb folate. Their bodies can't absorb it, and we need that MTHF. Got it. Their bodies need that. And so they need a mentholated form of that so that it can be absorbed. And Plexus put it in there for our kids. I'm telling you, they thought this through. They worked on it, and they have come up with an awesome multivitamin probiotic blend. Really great. I think we have a couple more slides, Siri.
No, the next is
Oh, okay. Well, let me just say one more thing about the X Factor kids. There is a comparison of X Factor kids with the other more popular multivitamins for children. The main selling point for me, another really big selling point for me, was that it's no sugar, no added sugar. So that's good.
Thanks.
All in your back office.
Yeah, all of the show notes are already in your back office. Okay, Kristen, what do you want to tell us about what's coming?
Okay, so as if our back office needed any help at all, it's already amazing. But the new Genesis launch is going to launch November 4th and 5th. I honestly did not write down notes specifically of what's going to change, but I know it's going to take us from here all the way to, very competitive against the rest of the industry's technology. I do not think that we're going to have any hiccups like we did with the last upgrade of our system, but I would still encourage everyone to get their orders in prior to that, maybe November 3rd, to go ahead and, submit your orders. But this is huge. I mean, this just means that we're keeping up with the competition. We are right up to date, and we are once again giving our ambassadors the tools that they need to be successful with the technology that we have to offer.
Awesome. Did you talk about the last night, Kristen?
Yes, I'm sorry. Okay, so this last slide, sorry, my daughter just got home. This last slide is our pirate party. This was so amazing. Sorry, guys. I have a teenager in the house. The last night, this was a party like none other. This was amazing. It was completely indoors and outdoors. The theme was pirate party, and the food was amazing. We had once again, the Plexus band was performing. It was so much fun. I don't think I've been to a party like that was so much fun in years. So, I mean, just getting to dress up and have fun and just be with your friends and network. We as adults, a lot of times we don't get to step away and have fun like that. So to be able to just let loose and, be around other like-minded people is such a blessing to be part of Plexus and to get to participate in events like this. And I think it's so attractive to other people. They want this lifestyle. They want the freedom. They want the parties and the enjoyment. And I made a live video of the party, and people were messaging me going, man, it looks like it's New Year's Eve. Y'all are having so much fun. And it's true. I mean, and this is the lifestyle that we get to live with whenever we join Plexus. So it's very exciting. And, we have something that a lot of people want.
And I just have to say that, Plexus came back, a lot more people made Leaders Retreat than they originally thought. And so they came back. If you didn't get to stay at the Gaylord, they offered you like $800 or $900 to cover your hotel fees. Well, the other two hotels were like $400, for the 3 nights. So basically, JD and I paid for our hotels almost for the whole trip, with that extra money. So y'all, Plexus, there's so many perks that you don't even see by being, just dabbling in it. But when you dive into it and you really, really work the business, the perks just seem to show up right and left. And so I wanted to go to this last slide, and I wanted Kristen to go over these dates really quick. Oh, did you hear me, Kristen? I'll just do it. So,
The
so
slide, it didn't change.
oh, that's, yeah.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay, so Super Saturday is going to be Saturday, January 6, 2018, and we have several locations. If you cannot make it to that, then definitely watch on the live feed. The Plexus Convention, we will find out at Super Saturday where the Plexus Convention will be for next year. Thankfully, it's going to be after school's let out, so a lot of families and parents that could not go because their kids were in school, hopefully this date of June 7th through June 10th will open that up for a lot of families that have kids. The Diamond Destination is September 17th through 20th. The Emerald Extravaganza is September 20th through 25th. And next year, Leaders Retreat is October 23rd through 26th. So I have always heard that leaders are born at events because of the inspiration and because of just the ability to be around other people and network and build relationships and get ideas and build bonds that will last a lifetime. So, I encourage all of you to do whatever you can to get to an event and just to be around other Plexus ambassadors.
Thank you so much. And so here's the deal. How do you get there? You start today. You start working towards that right now. And let me just tell you, Trila, Kristen, and myself could not have gone to Leaders Retreat had we not started working our business before. Because when you start working your business and you start building a team and you seek out winners and you seek out other leaders, then it's a lot easier to get to those events. Leaders Retreat, it was hard to get there, but Trila and I had been working, and Kristen too had been working pretty hard, and we just said, this is it, we're going. But we also have a base, we have a foundation. So my suggestion is attend every meeting that you can before then. There's a meeting in Dallas next Tuesday that I've been invited to. I'm more than willing to take anybody to it. There are power hours that are happening. We're probably going to do a power hour, I think, Wednesday night. I set the date for the leadership meeting. The point is, if you get on the meetings, and not just ours, y'all, branch out, reach out. I don't know everything. I don't know 1/99th of what I need to know. But I'm reaching out to others. I'm attending other people's meetings. I'm nosy. I want to know what other people are doing. And I'm telling you, if you start today and you have the mindset, I will be there. I am going to go. I will be at Super Saturday. I will be at convention. You will be at the Emerald Extravaganza. And you will be at Leaders Retreat next year. And I'm telling y'all, it's worth it. It's worth every bit. It's worth every bit of sacrifice and every bit of hard work. You get to watch Trila forget her stuff, and you get to. Well, I can't say anything because I'm the one who left a MacBook in Orange Beach under a mattress. So what can I say? Okay. So anyway, I hope that you guys felt a little bit of the excitement of what we felt while we were there. Of course, we can't recreate it, but what we want to do is inspire you and empower you and hopefully entrust you with us being on our team, and hopefully you will let us help you, and you'll reach out to us and ask us for guidance and help, and hopefully we will see you at Super Saturday and then at the convention and the extravaganza and Leaders Retreat. Okay, everybody, if you need anything, just reach out. We're here. I'm here now 24/7. And more than happy to be where I am. And that's how I want all of you to feel too. Okay, everybody, thanks so much for joining us. And as always, dream big.
Bye.